everyone. My name is Tola. I'm a pharmacist and I promote health and wellness. Welcome back to my channel. Now, for some weeks now, I have not been able to post any videos just because I've been busy with vaccinations. But right now, I am back and I am better. So today, and in this video, we're going to be talking about hay fever. I'm going to, share some of the symptoms of hay fever, the differences between hay fever and common cold, and what you can do to prevent hay fever. Also, I'll be sharing with you when you need to see your pharmacist or see your doctor. So be sure to watch till the very end. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do, so you will know when next I post a new video. Hay fever is also known as allergic rhinitis. It's an allergic reaction to pollen when it comes in contact with your mouth, your nose, your eyes, and your throat. Now, pollen is a fine powder from plants and some other sources. Hay fever is usually worse between the end of March and September. That's when, the weather is warm and it's very humid. And that is when the pollen count is quite high. Now, as I said, it is caused by an allergic response or an allergic reaction to outdoor or indoor allergens. So what happens in hay fever is that the immune system of people with hay fever identifies a harmless substance as being harmful. So the immune system then produces antibodies to this substance, such that the next time they come in contact with these substances, these antibodies will signal their immune system to release chemicals known as histamine into their bloodstream. And this is what causes a reaction that leads to the symptoms that they experience. Now, hay fever can affect your day-to-day activity just because of the symptoms. So let's see what the symptoms are. Symptoms include runny nose, nasal congestion, sinus pressure, cough, watery, itchy, or even red eyes. There could also be sneezing. There will be an itchy throat or nose or even roof of the mouth, and general fatigue. Now, some people are even at risk of getting hay fever. So if you have the following already, you are, at a higher risk of getting hay fever. If you have any other allergies or asthma, if you have a skin condition like eczema, if you have a history of asthma or allergies in the family, or if your mom smoked during pregnancy, if you're living or working in an environment that constantly exposes you to allergens, you will be more susceptible to getting hay fever. People who have asthma and also hay fever may also experience some, shortness of breath, a tightening in their chest, and of course, wheezing and constant coughing. Now, hay fever can cause people to have reduced quality of life, as I said earlier. There also could be poor sleep. Their asthma symptoms could be worsened. They can have sinusitis, and sometimes they have ear infection. Now, what can you do to prevent hay fever? I'm going to run through what you can do to prevent hay fever. Now, the best thing you can do is to try and avoid your triggers. Try and avoid your triggers. So you need to identify what triggers or what brings on hay fever for you. So you need to try and identify your triggers and avoid them as much as possible. Now, also, you can start taking medication early just to reduce the symptoms that you have. Currently, there's no cure for hay fever, but what we advise is to manage your symptoms. Now, I'm going to look at the differences between common cold and hay fever. The symptoms can be similar, so it may be difficult to tell the differences. However, I will just run through a few. Now, for common cold, you have runny nose with watery or thick yellow discharge, and you have body aches, and it could be low-grade fever. Whereas with hay fever, there might not be fever. Usually there's no fever. There's runny nose with thin, watery discharge, no fever, and no body ache. For hay fever, it starts like immediately you are exposed to the allergens. But for common cold, it might take 1 to 3 days after your exposure to a cold virus. For hay fever, it could go on for weeks or even months, as long as you're still exposed to the allergens. Whereas for common cold, 3 to 7 days or a maximum of 2 weeks is the duration. Now, when do you need to speak to your pharmacist? Speak to your pharmacist if you experience hay fever. Pharmacists can give you advice and suggest some antihistamine tablets or drops or nasal sprays. These treatments can help you with all the itchy, nose, watery eyes, red eyes, and everything that, you may be experiencing. They give you some relief, from the sneezing and all that. Also, they are available over the counter. When to see a doctor? I will recommend, if the person having hay fever is a child, to take the child to see a doctor. Also, if symptoms don't improve or symptoms get worse, please see a doctor. If your allergy medications don't provide you with relief or you have further side effects from them, please get checked. If you have another condition that can get worse as a result of your hay fever, like asthma, as I mentioned earlier, please see your doctor. Other things available include steroids. They can be prescribed by your GP, and also your GP can refer you for immunotherapy. This means they'll give you small amounts of pollen as an injection or tablet. This will help you build your immunity to pollen. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to say, please like, share, comment, and even subscribe. Now, if you tried any of this and they help you, please give me a high five and let me know. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, stay safe.